What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? This is Yash Kara live out of Colorado. And if you didn't know, you should know. What's up, fam? Glad everybody could be here that is here. Yash Radio is sponsored by 7states.com pay-per-view. Today is February 12th. It's about 10:08 a.m. Mountain Time, y'all. And it went from 60s to 40s. That's Colorado. And it's snowing heavy in the foothills. And it just snowed this morning. But that's the way it is. Probably doing some of that stuff in the neck of your woods, right? As I said before, we're going to be talking about entertainment as far as don't enter. That's not the avenue you want to go in. And the entertainment is not just about music. It's sports, modeling, things of that nature. Things that can pay you triple to quadruple zeros, okay? Just some things you need to know. And yes, I might be talking about that, but you already know how I do it. I'm going to mix some more stuff in it because I got a few clips that I'm going to run past y'all. Some stuff I talked about yesterday, but I'm not going to stay on that. But just a few clips. But the majority of the show is to let folks know you might want to rethink your avenue of getting in the industry. Hold on a second. The industry is not something that you want to do. And like I said, I've been talking about this stuff forever. It's just pretty ironic that folks are coming out pretty much co-signing what I done said. Orlando pretty much told you. Now Ali is just really telling you. But it just seems so funny how, I don't have those people's status because I didn't get in that deep, but I know enough to not rub elbows with Jay and all the rest of them. And, even Sway, he's a part of it too. I didn't have to go that deep because being with the entertainment attorney just gave me a lot of knowledge, man. I met some good people. Now, you have to have a certain spirit on you because they would have just ate you up like alligators if they saw potential. But I met a female entertainment attorney back in the day when I was doing demos. And I met a guy. And one was based out of Cali and the other two was based out of ATL. But they were schooling me. I knew big time lawyers that worked for CBS, had 20 years under their belt. They had all kind of connections. And, they had the demos of mine. It was like, well, tweak it this way, tweak it that way. And then they just get to where they know you. They feel comfortable talking to you. People, Josh drop names. Man, come on, man. I don't even know if they're alive, to tell you the truth. One of the guys was up in age when I was doing my shit, late 80s, early 90s. It is what it is. But CBS was rocking at the time. I was dealing with Columbia Records, senior A&Rs. In the industry, can't know any type of lawyer help you with come to a contract. I saw one girl on Judge Maybelline. She was literally had a beef with a guy she signed a contract with, but see, you just can't go get any type of lawyer when you're dealing with entertainment attorneys. You know what I mean? Like entertainment contracts. You have to understand the lingo. And most attorneys that of law don't understand entertainment contracts. So you're losing a battle when you go down to get Heuser and Heuser, these crazy ass lawyers that deal with accidents and disability. They can't help you. They don't understand the lingo of industry, of royalties, of copyrights, of authors, ASCAP, BMI. Don't understand that shit, man. It's foreign. So you have to get an entertainment attorney that understands the lingo. And it's just common sense, right? So anyway, I see a lot of people doing the damn thing, trying to come up through YouTube. Let me just explain something to you guys. Yes, I have my warm hot tea. So it is what it is, right? But let me just explain something. If a celebrity that's well known start inviting regular folk to their houses, there's something not right with that. And I'm going to just say it who it is. It's Chris Brown. Chris Brown lately is trying to invite all these people to his house for dancing or whatever he decides to do, or give them a brush of life of, showmanship. Bad move on YouTubers who think that this guy's going to be genuine, because all in all, Chris Brown got sold out by his family, just like Trey Songz. They wasn't like that, man. I remember when Trey Songz first hit, I was just stepping my foot in car out as a culinary teaching and all that shit. I had staff and all that. And Trey was young, and his mom was eager to make him a star. Same thing with Chris Brown. Those kids were just genuine kids, man. And after about a year or so, they got sodomized. I think about a year, maybe a year or two, but I think in their first year, they got sodomized. And for those of y'all wondering what that means, that means a man taking a anus and put his penis in the anus. I mean, I had to talk this way because some folks just don't get it. Well, what that means? Sad, but they don't. So and then basically it happened to all of them. I mean, you look into Corey Feldman, am I right? How he breaks it down, what they do in the industry with these kids, and the parents want to start them more than the kids. That's why when you see these babies on Lifetime channel and they looking all made up with this makeup, the parents is pushing it because they live in their lives through their children. Gary Coleman, I really felt sorry for. He's probably the only one in the industry I really felt for, because Gary was telling some hardcore truth. His parents took advantage of him, man. On different strokes, they sold him out. And as he started to get older, they took all his money. See, some parents ain't worth a quarter. Raven Simone, same thing. They sold her out. Keisha Knight, Lisa Bonet. Oh, God, we just go on and on and on, man. It's just, that's the industry. Now, Lenny Kravitz have done it to his baby, Zoe. She done sold her soul. She's in some big-ass blockbusters, man. And I will agree, truth, you're right on that. There's a lot of prankers who sold their soul. Y'all, man, do y'all realize some of these prankers are making $2 to $4 million a year? Now, y'all probably saying, yeah, but they ain't big money. But see, the scale have dropped. It used to be 200 million, 30 million. Now YouTubers are selling their soul for pennies on a dollar. The industry don't care. As long as they can get a soul with followers, that's what they want. So when Chris Brown invites you to his house, he's not trying to be cool with you. This man is trying to sacrifice, find some gullible person. Chris needs two things. He needs to sacrifice, or he needs somebody to sell their soul and sign under him, or he needs both. What he's trying to do is spare his daughter. He don't want to kill his daughter, because realistically, they'll ask for his daughter. So he don't want his daughter. He's going to find some gullible, stupid ass people from YouTube to come to his house, and he's going to get rid of them. That's how it works. Nelly did the same thing. They wanted Nelly's daughters or his sons. Nelly didn't want to give up none of his sons or daughter, but he gave up his bodyguard. And if y'all want to Google that, it didn't make headlines, but we knew in the Lou what was happening. Nelly's bodyguard got shot in the head maybe a year or two ago, but that was a sacrifice. Nelly sacrificed his bodyguard, and his bodyguard was like family. See what I'm saying? Just like John Travolta, this guy sacrificed his oldest son. And after, he knew it was a sacrifice for his son, because after it was done, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, he went to a massage therapist, and he just was rambling to this Asian person that the Jewish people run everything. They're wicked. They're the devil. He was, it fucked him up, because they told him, this is what they told him. We need your wife, your daughter or your son. There is no in betweens. You can't go get up. We want somebody's blood, because that when you're that high up, like John Travolta, they need something high up. He didn't want to give up his wife, and he definitely didn't want to give up his baby girl, so he gave up his oldest son. That's the truth, and it fucked him up. Okay. Now the next one on the high list of sacrifice is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has to give up somebody. And I know somebody told me his grandmother, his auntie. It ain't good enough. What they doing for Kevin Hart is bigger than any other comedian they ever put out. So they want he got to give up somebody. He's doing the rituals too. Man, Lord mercy. Y'all have no idea what these dudes are doing to get all of this money and this stardom. It comes at a price. Now, like I told y'all yesterday, Ali told y'all some stuff, but Ali was being modest. I don't be modest. And Nas blackballed Ali, by the way, because Ali went down with that shit. Whenever you ain't down with it, they try to block you from making money. I'm going to take a brief pause like I always do, y'all. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to continue this show called Do Not Enter. And if you think about going to the industry, you need to do something else. You need to really focus on something else that you can do at home and make money on the internet, because this shit is not for you. I'm telling you what I know. I've been preaching this shit for 10 years. Now all these celebrities that was not at the top of their game and people thought they just fell off, they coming out and they telling y'all what you got to do to make that money. Now y'all see that Yash was always right on this industry bullshit. Y'all, it don't never come to pass. I didn't say I was the most high. I speak on what's to come. I'm not the most high, but I can tell you what I do know right now, what you have to do to get to where they at. And all that shit is true. Too many people telling you, right? Well, I got some more to tell you on what you shouldn't do for wealth to get to the top. Yashkara Radio 1. What's up, people? Yash Karan Radio, live, Colorado, 10:24 a.m. Mountain Time. Weather looking like, ooh. Snowing earlier. Was pretty nice yesterday. But now we're going from 65 all the way down to 40-ish. It may get colder, and then the weather go up more. That's Colorado for you, but in your neck of the woods, probably doing the same old doggone thing. 2 to 3 foot of snow in the hoods, or should we say the foothills of the mountains. So, love it out here, man. Wouldn't have it no other way. I think if I had to leave, I would either go Montana or Wyoming, because their mountains are just as outrageous as Colorado. Reason I stick it out here because it's about 68 mountains out here, and you can get lost. That's why I stay here. And it's not for everybody because the altitude is great and the earth's thin. But it is what it is, man. You have to love it and embrace it. If not, it's not for you. Most people from the South cannot handle Colorado. And this is what I heard. This is exactly what I heard from the folk who come from the South. Says there's too much diversity. When you live in the South, you've been conditioned to deal with black and white. And I think that is totally sad, man, because I have family in the South and they can't adapt out here. There's just too much diversity. They like it segregated. And I don't know why, but it's just sad that they can't understand Indonesian, Haitian, Dominican, Republican, black. They're not used to seeing all that. They're used to seeing black and white, and that's the end of it. And it's kind of sad that they can't deal with diversity. And it is what it is, man. You know, I have a lot of Southerners come out here, and they can't deal with it, man. They have to go back. It's almost like being institutionalized. When you get out of prison, you don't know how to do what, you used to being told what to do every minute on the minute. So now you can do what you want to do, and it's just you can't handle it, so you do a crime to go back. They find a way to go back. They say their jobs is different out here. I'm like, what's different? The daycares is different. They look at my kids different. So what are you talking about? They used to being called nigger, and they accept it. And boy, stay in your place now. Well, whatever. They used to it. Out here they say, how you doing, young man? Huh? White folks out here different. I swear, I'm not making this shit up, bro. It's floored me. I was like, huh? Okay, back to the subject. Yeah, let's just get back to the situation at hand, right? All right, today's show is what I said it was going to be. Do not enter. So, it is what it is. Oh, before I continue, a lot of newcomers coming to the speaker show and asking me, Yash, when this and when's that? Listen, you got a smartphone, you got a Android, an iPhone. All you have to do, if you got Google Play, put in Kara Films at Google Play. The app going to come up. You got an iPhone, go to Apple Store, App Store, and put in Kara Films. The app going to come up. It's very great. It's great navigating. Everything you want, you can get, okay? And it's free to you, charges me, but it's free to you. It's the way we can keep up with everything that's going on, okay? And that track that you just heard was an instrumental called Empty Pockets, right? Just trying to throw a lot of stuff out there that I've been hiding in the vault and trying to find my buddies to put some licks on it if they got time. If not, it's no biggie, you know. So let's get back to the situation at hand. It's called Do Not Enter. Now, y'all know what's going on in East London, right? It's not a coincidence. You see Brazil, they're calling it the purge, certain parts of Brazil, right? Germany, France, even Mexico. You can see that what's happening out there, and America still stands. Now, having said that, just check this out. Having said that, did y'all know that anybody that don't look American, they fucking with them right now? Y'all hear what I'm telling you, right? Anybody that don't look American, they fucking with them. Look, man, if y'all can't see this revolution getting ready to kick, now that don't mean stop living, y'all. Y'all tripping. Because it's not going to happen in all 50 states. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. Listen, some of the shit done already started. They just ain't televising it. Listen, let me give y'all, look, y'all know I'm Illinois, right? I'm a Midwest kid. They out in Illinois right as I speak. Knocking on motherfucking doors, yo. I tell you like the New Yorkers, look, son. You know, New Yorkers, because look, son, it's going down, B. You know what I'm saying, son? The motherfuckers kill me. But anyway, they're literally knocking on people's door. And if they don't look American, they demanding to see papers. Man, you can't, woo. I tell you, but hell, y'all just feel me what I tell you, though. This is what I want to tell y'all. Mexican people, y'all need it. And I don't mean that to be hateful and spiteful, but a lot of Mexican Latinos, you need this fucking way. You need your nigga wake up call. You need your nigga wake up call. Because for the longest, y'all have seen what we go through. And y'all sit back and go, oh, that's fucked up, Holmes. That's fucked up. You see, you laugh. It's real talk. It's real talk. So I'm saying, this is your wake-up call because they coming after your families, man. They fucking with your babies. We've been you know how they fuck with us. You know how they fuck with us. But they know fucking with us, we ain't gonna back down. We're gonna give them a fight. And then some of us are used to marching, but a lot of that marching shit we find ain't working. So black folks are saying, you know what? Let's give it to them. So they said, well, let's leave the niggers alone. They're getting hot under the collar. Bob, they're getting hot under the collar. The niggers are going to erupt. They're going to realize the Hebrews, and they're going to have that warrior instinct. Let's back up. So what do you suggest we do? We get the fucking wetbacks, the Mexicans. That's what they're doing. They coming after y'all, man. And I'm going to tell y'all, it's written in the scriptures. Y'all got to come down, bruh. Y'all been living high. Look, I know y'all work hard and all that shit, but you've been taking everything lightly. Because none of that shit applied to you. Now you're the enemy. See that? The Most High switching it on you because you don't give praise to the Most High, man. And hold up, let me just tell y'all this because I get tired of people telling me that Mexicans are the 12 tribes. Mexicans can be righteous and receive office with the Heavenly Father, as Revelation speak of all ethnicities. You get it. But Mexicans are not of the 12 tribes. They're just not. Stop with the bullshit, man. Just stop with the bullshit. There are people in Africa that are Negroes. Did y'all know that? There are a lot of Africans that are Negroes, but the fucked up part, they don't even know it. Y'all know that. But that's not for you to take your ass to Ghana. Nubian. I mean, man, you don't need to be going to no fucking Africa is not our home. That's for Africans. Black folks, you are not no damn Africans. You're Negro. You are Negroes. Stop Watusi y'all ass that. Motherfucker is a woman from Detroit. She lives in Africa now. In Ghana. She talking about, I'm home. You ain't home, ho. We fled out of Mexico. We fled out of Africa to be here. Then we got sold. We didn't go to Africa to live. We went to get away from their asses chasing us. It's sad that you don't know who you are. They couldn't give me 10 million and say, look, you got all the land you want, all the cattle. Motherfucker, have it. I'm going to battle this bitch out in America because that's where I'm going to receive it. I'm not going to stay here, but that's where I'm going to receive the warriorship. You said, what's that mean, y'all? I'm a getting, bitch. This is what we're going to do. I want to see America fall so bad I don't know what to do. Because it's time the Hebrews come back to their true origin and take this bitch over and put you motherfuckers back in y'all place. And that's the truth. You can say whatever the fuck you want. It is what it is. You hear what I say? It don't see. I want y'all not to get discouraged because the Most High said many different. There will be a multitude of all nations. So nations is plural, meaning many different ethnicities will see robe. That's called righteous. They will be of the righteous people. But it's not going to be like you think. That's going to be a shitload. It's not. It's not going to be like this. It's not going to be millions upon millions of Mexicans, being, receiving the white robe. A multitude, many nations mean many nations. It's like a many nations. There's a lot of ethnicities of folk, but some of them are not true origins. There's a lot of Hispanics that's not true origins. They don't have a true origin. They're mixed with everything. Hell, the president, y'all know that president of Venezuela before he passed away, whatever his name is, he told the truth. He had an interview and said he did some history searching. Cause that shit, y'all stop fucking with that ancestor.com. That shit is fake as gold. They can't even trace your history back 20 years. They just lying to y'all, man. That shit is all bullshit to keep you confused. Articles are coming out on it. The dude who speaks on it, he said Oprah said she was from Swahili tribe or some shit like that. And they said Oprah ain't from no damn Swahili. They was joking while he was on the panel speaking. He said Oprah just made that up. And Oprah made it up that she was from a certain tribe of Africa. He said, do you do the paperwork for Oprah? He said, yeah. He said, well, send it over and tell her she from that tribe because she don't know nowhere. We're just going to tell her what she want to hear. They was laughing about it. So what I'm saying is all that ancestry shit is right. Shaman, Zionists own. They fucking with your head, yo. They don't know no bull. They just lying to you, man. Motherfuckers can't trace your heritage back to 100 years. That's bullshit. They lying. Somebody has to be alive in that bloodline to do that. They lying to y'all motherfuckers. So, one thing for sure, the only true way you'll know what your origin is, your birth certificate. Now, new generation don't know who the fuck they are because your birth certificate don't say shit. If you're late 60s all the way back, your birth certificate identifies you as Negro or colored. If that motherfucker say that on your birth certificate, you already know your ancestors was on them slave ships. That's just truth. That's how they put us in this fucking planet, not planet, but this country. They document us as colored or Negro. And then after the late 60s, they stopped putting it on there. They figure you're going to find out. So if your birth certificate said Negro or colored, you already know your ancestors on that boat. Now, new school, I don't know what the fuck y'all are. My children know who they are. I tell them right up, y'all Negro. Y'all come from my bloodline. You see that? But these new breeds, you don't know what the fuck they are. So that's why when we talk about Mexicans and we talk about Puerto Ricans, that's a melting pot of all different races. Mixed. It's a mixed race. It's not really a race. It's a compound of everything. Chavez, that's his name from Venezuela the president before he died. Chavez told the truth of he found out his people was mixed with everything. So that's not a true bloodline. So there's no way you can be a 12 tribe. It just makes sense. Negroes have a Pacific bloodline that leads back to Shem, and the promise was given to Jacob. And Jacob had sex with 12 Negro women. Damn. I don't know why they keep trying to add all these different colors, Samoans and shit, Hawaiians. They ain't got shit to do with the damn 12 tribe. Y'all trying to put everybody in there because they're part of y'all groups in them camps and you trying to make everybody be. That's what they did at One West. When it was trying to make everybody be a part of it, be a part of something that wasn't a part of something. They started that shit with you a 12 tribe. They just did that shit to make people stay on. That's not possible. Tell them the truth. It ain't that you can't receive a robe. Because if you're righteous, you're righteous. But there's not many gonna get a fucking robe. Those robes are meant for the 1/3, man. And the righteousness of Negroes that's asleep. But they got good hearts. They may not know the Most High's name and they may not have direction, but they got good hearts and they genuine. those are righteous Negroes that are lost. The Most High gonna give them favor. You see that? Okay? The 1/3 is given. They got it no matter what. The 144 going to protect the righteous. It may not make sense to you right now, but that's where we at. That's why I want to leave. What I'm going to leave America for? I want to see this bitch fall. They talking crazy. The greatest country in the world. It's not the greatest country in the world. Have you been overseas? Have you seen some of that water in Honduras? You can just drink out the fucking lakes. It's so clean. The air is different. When you take Left Eye spoke about this when she was alive. When you take a shower over there, the minerals in that water makes your body feel so good. When you take a shower out here, you feel like you feel drained and shit. You drink this nasty ass water. I've been telling y'all, don't buy all that Fuji, Athena, all that bullshit water. Ain't no water out here that they make give you electrolytes. They lying. Propane, whatever the fuck that water called. The best electrolytes that you can get, and this is why Honduras water is so good, because the sun sit on that water for days at a time, and that's why the mountain water in Colorado is pure. Come on, man. I've been in the mountains forever, so when I go to the mountains, I just bring a cup. I drink straight out the creek, crystal clear. The water is pure. I kid you not, man. Nobody's fucking with it. It's straight off the mountains, and the sun constantly shining on. That's straight electrolytes and vitamin D. So what am I telling you? Buy purified water only, and set that shit in the sun 3 to 4 hours. The vitamin D goes into the water and gives you natural electrolytes. They ain't gonna tell you that because they want you to keep buying that nasty Fuji, Athena, all that, man, that bullshit water. And it's just a name. I'm telling you the worst one, Nestle. That motherfucker, the devil. He's talking about water shouldn't be free. He's the devil. So anything with that on it, don't buy none of his shit. He's a crazy motherfucker. All right. So that's basically in a nutshell. Y'all know my show is called Do Not Enter Industry, but I'm going to bring a whole eclectic of things to the platform. So let me get back to a few things that I was telling y'all about the industry. If you're new in this, you've been wanting to know, you got these great hooks, you got these great beats, you know somebody that's really nice looking and want to go in the industry. Here's the thing. That's something you might want to rethink. There's people out here that does modeling. Why do you have to be famous? See, you gotta understand, to be famous gonna cost you. Just to have good income coming in won't cost you shit. But see, you gotta understand what comes with famous. Being famous of fame, that means you get a name, you get endorsements, your name is all over the world. To get that type of recognition and notoriety, you have to give them something, and they want your booty. Shit, some of them people in the industry, booty is more important than water. Shit, I'm just telling the truth. And if you think because you a female, it'll be easy taking that big old ding-a-ling, baby, like them sissies tell you in ATL, baby, I'm telling you right now, they do you worse. You got more holes to fill. The women are worse than the men. I've been saying this a long time. Women are much worse than men when it comes to predatorial. Women absolutely do more molesting in the industry than the men. Did y'all know that? I'm giving you some game. See, Ali told you some shit, but Ali left out a little shit, some shit. And I can tell he was hesitant about going into, he know a lot of shit, but he didn't want to go too deep. I go deep, motherfucker, like Dookie. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. The women are more worse than the men when it comes to predatorial and molesting, because they molest the girls. So there's a lot of people pushing their girls to be models and childhood stars. There are women waiting on your babies. And when I say molest, I don't mean like kiss on the lip. I mean they take their fingers and jam it in their anus. They absolutely lick their vaginas and have the little girls lick their vagina. I mean, they turn these little girls out. And if you're thinking because they 8 and 9, they won't touch them, that's when they want them. Overseas, they're marrying girls 10 and 11. And when little girls get disgusted with it and want to tell the truth, there's a little girl, a beautiful little girl, made a Facebook page and put it on her phone. They killed her. 11 years old. That's how ruthless it is overseas. They marry 9 and 10-year-olds. That shit is real. Okay. They want children. So they want you to accept what they're doing overseas. They're making laws that it's not against the law to marry a child. One more blockbuster I'm going to give you. Breaking news. Did you also know that Canada just passed a law that bestiality is okay to do as long as you don't stick your fingers in the anal or put your penis in the anal? What kind of shit is that? Canada just passed a law that if you want to have love with your dog, your cat, your snake, beans, bananas, you name it, it's okay. As long as you don't penetrate. Now, who gonna tell on themselves? You got a German Shepherd. See, women like, I always wonder, what do a woman want? A big ass Great Dane? Them women with them big ass dogs, and them dogs so protective. You get close, that dog fucking that woman. Now you can see some big dogs be all playful. Then that's minute. They neutral. They ain't gonna fuck. I mean, the dog is just a happy dog. When you get close to the dog and dog be that motherfucker, you messing with his coochie. And she'd be like, he's just so crazy, but she ain't telling you he licks her cat and he does her. Women are having sex with dogs. They say, I can't trust women. I tried men. I tried women. Now I got me a dog. Canada just announced that it's okay to have bestiality with your dog. No, you can't tell me that we ain't a new modern day Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah. Come on. Right? I just thought I'd give y'all that one. Okay. But back to the journey. Women molest more in the industry than men. And people think it's men because men are naturally predatorial and visionaries when they see when they see something nice, because men naturally get turned on by what they see. So when you see that the women are worse than the men, what do you do? Because I told y'all, once America fall, the women are going to be doing more crazy shit than men because the women outnumber the men 15-1. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Now, in the industry, the women do crazy shit, man. They the ones suggested drink period blood. Eat the dookie. I mean, they make women do some shit. I mean, that's why they so crazy. So when men come in, this is a guy. Let's say, I'm just going to give y'all to it like that. Man, they got it wrapped down. And I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Everything you do, they got a hold on it. So let me just give y'all an example how it rolls, right? Then I'm going to take a commercial. But let me just say this. Let's just say, for instance, you're good at, you're a good spokesperson. You have a lot of followers. People know who you are. People like to follow you, and you making your way on the newsroom. And now you can get your own chair as a news anchor. And that comes, you may be making $1 million or $2 million a year to be a news anchor. Cause that's, if you watch Being Mary Jane, a lot of that picture that Being Mary Jane with Gabrielle Union, that shit is true. That they really, them women be fucking left and right to try to get those positions. Like the Hispanic chick in that Mary Jane, how she be boning baseball player. That shit, y'all don't think that shit exists? Them bitches do anything to try to get a chair or get the next story. That picture is a lot of truth in it. Okay, let me just keep going. So let's say you're already making, say, $100,000. Okay, you're doing pretty decent. You ain't hurting. But now the news anchor chair comes up, and that pays 2.5. I know that's not a whole bunch of money, like wealthy. But to get that chair, everybody in the world gonna know who you is or know who you are. And on top of it, you'll be able to make your own name, and endorsements deals will come flying in, right? Well, this is what they do. They invite you to a gathering first. Just see where your head's at. Now, if you're female, this is how they test you as a female. Because see, they always know it's easy to get the guys. They put you on some feminine shit, put some makeup on you, some lipstick, or a tight ass shirt, and they know you're going to be down for a minute just to see where your head's at. But the women, it's a little different. Okay. They usually tap the woman's ass. This is truth. They be sitting there going, girl, look at you. Girl, you got it. Look at the booty, girl. Look at the booty. And then you be laughing. They go, okay. She let me grab the booty. Now she going to try to, mess with your titties. Seriously. Oh, what cup are you? Girl, we got to get you another bra. Cause look at you. They firm, pulling on your nipples. You're going, damn. But you ain't telling her to stop. Now, she waiting on you. Say, what the fuck is you doing? You kind of letting it go. She going, okay. She make a call. Oh, yeah. She's definitely going to be good. I already felt the bitch up and she could. Okay, sit on. We want you to come to this party because the anchor chair is yours. Oh my goodness. When you get there, they got a good, a celebration going on. You enjoy it, girl. Embrace it. Take your time. Okay. She's just telling everybody, Mom, I got the anchor chair. Da 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 da, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Right? Check it. Once they get there, right? Everybody chilling. You see the who's who, like, okay. And, your name is, what we call her? We're going to call her Miss Promise. Okay, Miss Promise, come on in here. And they talking to you. And the one that's bringing you in is the one that want to do the freaky shit to you. Now, that's the one that's been filling you up. Okay, you ain't seen her in about 2 or 3 days, but she's there, but you don't know she's there. Somebody else going to invite you to the party or escort you. But when you get there, she there. And you're going, okay. And she dressed like a mistress. She got on all black boots. She dapper, leather like a motherfucker. You're going, girl, I'm digging that outfit. Okay. She looking at you strange. Everybody looking at you strange because they're going, new meat. You don't know. But you see that one door, everybody going in. There's 3 people that come out. Some look a little sad. Some look a little happy. They crying. You're going, well, why they crying? Say they excited. They just got their deal. Oh, okay. Still in the dark. They get your ass in that room. There's 3 other females in there. And they dapper. They dressed to the T. It looks good. They got a contract on the table. The motherfucking contract says $2.5 million with your name on it and a check right the fuck there. And you're going, oh, I'm so excited. I don't know what to say. They popping bottles. And say, girl, all this shit is about game, how far you willing to go, sisterhood. We need to know, are you going to be down? This shit is truth, what we saying. We don't need you to go out here telling people what we do because it's a sisterhood thing, right? Okay. We need to know, are you willing to go to the next level? She'd be like, oh, yes, I wouldn't even came if I wasn't. Okay. We figured you a good, fit for this position. Your contract is here. Your check is here. All you need to do is go to the next level with us. You're going, I don't know what to say. Stephanie, thank you for bringing me in. Stephanie ain't cracked a smile. She looking straight for us. You going down. These bitches serious. Okay, so what do I sign? Hold up. Don't sign yet. This is something I want you to see. So this boss looking bitch, pretty looking bitch. Bitch, pretty as fuck. Right? But she got all her ass out. She got them chaplets on, them pants that, have the chaps out, and she gets on the table. I know y'all saying this bullshit. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Walk with me. She's sitting in there with some expensive fucking shoes. Let's call them stilettos. And she opened up her legs. She said, now what I want you to do is kiss her. Okay, well, on the lip. Kiss her on her pussy lips. Hold up. Now, come on now. Ain't nobody smiling but you. Kiss on her pussy lips. What? You see that contract? Do you see what you getting ready to walk out the door with? Bitch, do you want this anchor chair? Kiss the pussy lips. We all done it. And you ain't no different. Fuck it. Mwah. Then they drop their shit. Wait a minute. Hold up. I know I did one. You did her. Now you're going to do us and we going to do you. 2 of them bitches got on strap-ons. And she going, hold up. What the fuck? No. I didn't ask for all this, bitch. It's either this or that. And that is the door. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be working for CBS no more. You're not going to get the anchor chair. Your life goes back to the hood, bitch, and get on welfare because we're going to blackball your ass. So why did you bring him here? Because this is a sisterhood thing, bitch. And you going to do what it takes to stay in the sisterhood, and we need to trust you. So what you going to do? You going to drop them fucking drawers, or you going to walk your nappy head out? She crying. And just like the dudes, all y'all, bitch, kiss the pussy. Now she go from kissing to eating, and they just gang it up on her. She leave out of there with runny mascara, crying and sniffling. They have some bullshit ass bitch condoling her, kind of consoling her. It's okay. It's okay. I've been through it too. But girl, don't trip. Now you a household name. Here's your $2.5 million check, your contract. Take a week off. We'll be talking to you soon. Okay, we got somebody to drive you back to the hotel. She feel like she been violated. Then everybody she met, the person that brought her in, said, look, we didn't do nothing to hurt you. We just want to make sure we can trust you. Then how they seal the deal so you don't feel like you was raped, they bring in a bitch like Megan Good. I've been through the same thing. Megan Good? See, celebrities embrace evil upon evil. Now you feel like she did it. Oh, I know I'm in. Now you just forget like it never happened. And then you go on that anchor news chair smiling. Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Promise. I'm the new anchor later. And thank you for being here. You see how they get you? They fuck your mind up. And now you become who? Like them. What did you want? Fame. Fame don't come easy. Fame is wicked as fuck. And they do the women worse than the men. Now she thought she was dumb. Now the rituals come up where she got to eat poop, period blood, and do much, much more. Animal sex, man, they take it to the next level. And if that's not good enough, you want to bypass that, give us somebody. Give us your mama. Give us your daddy. Give us the nigga in the alley. You think it's a joke? Because it's not. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. One. What's up, guys and girls? That's called In My Vision instrumental. Would be good for a conscious rapper, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's some of the stuff, man. That's good stuff. And that's what we do. I love good music and I like righteous music. And I like some of the fucked up shit too. Some of them are not talking all crazy, but I know they sold their soul. But yeah, it is what it is. And that's what I used to be. I used to try to sell my demos, and I used to try to get in, and I got offered 3 deals, you know. And I just think the Most High was with me a long ago, because I could have been one of them guys that was naive and all that stuff, because they promise you so much shit, man. And it's easy to get wrapped up because you start seeing the who's who. And see, the thing is, once you see your favorite person that you look up to in the industry do it, that's what makes you say it's okay. So when they dig these holes out, like in the industry, the modeling, even the sports, you be thinking Serena, which I still think is a transgender. I just don't think that's a woman. I'm going to leave that like that and let y'all figure that out. I just really don't believe that's a girl. But anyway, this is how I'm looking at it. You don't think them girls been dug out, man? You think just because they have a lot of money and they hit tennis rackets that they don't have to do it? Come on. Just think about that. Bands. I'm looking at when I get close to cutting off, I'll look at the chat room a lot. Some things I answer and some things I don't. But Band, you made a good point. If you have a successful radio, it depends. If it's corporate radio, if you want to be big, like if you like Tom Joyner, I don't know if Tom ain't what you call filthy rich, but he definitely took the oath. There's certain things that you can opt on because he don't have. See, here's the thing. Fame comes with big opportunities like endorsement deals, household name. Tom Joyner's not a household name. In America, a few people know him, but a lot of people never heard of him. So he took the oath. Ricky Smiley began to be a household name because he got the TV One special, and he's all over. So Ricky Smiley definitely took the oath and took a ding-a-ling in the booty, for sure. For sure, especially if you rubbing elbows with what's his name? Steve Harvey. Yes. You got to understand how that works. Y'all remember Michael Bazin, radio announcement? Now I'm hearing that he was blackballed because he didn't want to be down with the program. They wanted him to do some freaky shit. Because here's the thing with Michael Bazin. When Obama was campaigning, they gave Michael a big old tour bus with his face on it. That comes for the price, man. And he was sponsoring Obama. Well, what happened? They wanted him to get down like Ricky, and he had to choose for a few choice words that he wasn't down with. But see, I called Michael out. You'd be surprised how powerful radio is. When I was doing my blog talk show, I did a film on Michael. Yes, I did, because I was upset that he shouldn't even fuck with Al Sharpton fucking with the Gina 6. Now, that kid from Gina 6 done went on and graduated. I believe he got a degree, but I'm just making a point. He fucked that boy up, man, fucking with Al Sharpton. With that Gina 6, I don't know if y'all remember that. Well, I did a film on that way back in the day. And his people got wind of it, and then they came to my show talking about Michael ain't like this. He tried to justify it. I said, well, Michael can contact me himself. Well, y'all going to tell me how you going to speak for him? So that was fucking with him for a minute, because he knew he had a lot to do with that. And then that boy, they was fucking with that boy so bad, when they got through interviewing, he went out and committed a crime. So I'm just making a point where even they could have lied and said he committed a crime and didn't. I'm just making a point how that shit was fucked up. And then I guess he's tried to put some bass in his voice, and they canceled his show, Michael Bazin. You know what I mean? The Michael Bazin show. It is what it is, how you say. I forgot his little saying he said, but they canceled his show. I don't know if he's coming back, but they canceled his show because he didn't want to get the program, but he took the oath. Because every time he would talk live, he would throw his hand in the pyramid, but he wanted him to go the extra mile like Ricky, and he was like, I ain't down with that. So they took his show. because they was giving him too much fame. They gave him a tour bus with his face on it and all that shit. And he just said, I can't do it. They said, okay, well, we're going to take your show. Think about that. So I don't know if he's coming back to radio, but that's the Michael Basin story. And it's a little deeper than that, but definitely had something to do with him selling his soul and being a good old boy. And he decided he couldn't do it. So he took it. See what I'm saying? So they just don't fuck with anything that's going to get you a household name and anything that corporate put their signature on, endorsements. You have to play their game. It doesn't matter if you play soccer, volleyball, and people be looking at, this is one kid that had a hard time. I think he may be African or whatever. And he plays soccer. He signed a $250 million deal, and you think he just that good because he know how to kick a ball in the net? Don't be no fucking fool, y'all. That boy done sold his soul and took dingling in the booty. Now, you can usually tell when a man has had his spirit taken, because when another man enter your anal, it takes your spirit away and you become defeminized, and basically you lose your masculinity, and you start acting feminine. And it's just truth, you know. Once a man enters you from the back, it's hard for you to stay manly. That's why a lot of dudes go tattoo themselves to death, you know, just tat themselves to death. So we can just go from 50 Cent, Jay-Z, all Dame Dash. Don't act like, nigga, you ain't been with them dudes and them sheehees, because you have. Let me give y'all a rundown of how these niggas. Let me just show y'all a little something. I said this many moons ago on plenty of film. I did a film on Dame Dash on 7th Stage. And y'all be thinking I'll be coming at them because I'm mad and I hate them and I want their money. I have to tell, this is my job. There's some people won't stand for shit. My thing is, what are you willing to die for and to leave behind? I want to leave my legacy of truth. So I don't do it because I'm trying to hurt them. I don't want to hurt no man or woman. I want every man to be able to feed their babies. But when you tell kids, if I did it, you can do it, nigga, we have to, people that know the truth like myself about the industry have to take a stand, because you're confusing these kids, letting them know that all I need is talent and knowing they got to do some bullshit. So that's why I did a film on Dame Dash on 7th Stage, man. Come on. You're not a member? Why not? It is what it is. Shit. You can watch that Netflix bullshit. Well, come on. Get the fuck out of here. And Netflix is saying that they're trying to bring out a bill. All Netflix member, they want to tax you to make community. And that's a Jewish thing, because they're trying to tax all of Netflix members so that Netflix can build another fucking empire, which he's already a billionaire. Only Zionist people think like that, the so-called Jewish. And y'all willing to do that? I just don't understand it. You got to understand what they doing, man. And you don't even pay attention to that shit like it don't mean nothing. Let's keep it moving. So let's just go. Let's just check this. Just listen to this for a second. I got to get this one, because some of y'all never heard it. And a lot of y'all know the deal, because I done told this story a lot. And it's in films. But let me just reiterate for those newbies and don't get it, right? Let's talk about Dame Dash, Jay Prince, Gotti, and Suge Knight, because some of y'all don't know these names. Google it. If you're new school, I don't know what to tell you. So let's just go back. How did all this shit start? Rockefeller was already doing its well, right? It was already kicking ass. It didn't need no help. They was doing good. Like Eazy-E didn't never have to fuck with no fucking major deal. But once again, everybody wants to be famous and everybody wants to be global. When Eazy-E made a deal with the white dude of the Zionists, that's when his troubles start. Okay. And Eazy-E got tired of dumbfounding his people with that negativity bullshit. So they shot him up with AIDS. Truth. Ram know it. Dr. Dre know it. Ice Cube know it. All of them know it. They all know it. Yellow. And that's why they don't really have much to say, because they know Eazy was killed, bruh. And that's the truth. Okay. So let's just move on from that. So why did these niggas, how they just blow up? You think Rockefeller was that big? Well, Rockefeller made a distribution deal with Def Jam. That was their downfall. Because when they did that, Leo Cohen had rights to every fucking thing they did. So when Damon Dash said Leo Cohen stole our culture, no, you gave it to him. Let's keep it popping, right? Let's just tell it like it is, because Ali, I love you, brother, and I'm glad you told the truth, but you left some shit out. Let me just tell them what really goes on, okay? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Most of these dudes already had money, but to go to the next level, they needed major sacrifices. Okay, now this is how this shit started. There's only 2 or 3 major distribution in the industry, and it's owned by Zionists, the Khazars, okay? There's never been a black ever distribution and won't be. You can't make a kingdom inside another man's kingdom. We tried that with Black Wall Street, and it ain't going to happen. So Dame Dash, Gotti, they call themselves Herb Gotti, Jay Prince, and Suge got together and said, hey, let's build our own fucking distribution. We got enough money. Now, if they knew history, the way I know history in the industry, James Brown and Otis Reddy tried it before them. All right? They tried to get their own distribution deal. James Brown and Otis Reddy, if you heard this, I'm telling you straight up, and you can Google it your fucking self. Otis Reddy wasn't selling his soul. He didn't sell his soul, yo. But they wanted to make their own distribution deal. So this is what they said. Okay, y'all need to stop that bullshit because you ain't going to get your own distribution deal. Otis Reddy said, I ain't making no music for you. I want my own distribution deal. I won't make most of my money because they was robbing him. So James Brown teamed up with Otis Reddy to do their own distribution deal. Otis Reddy did not die in no fucking airplane. They beat him to death. I said this 12 years ago, and niggas said, I went to Winnepetica, and they said he died in the plane. I said, that's Zionist own, you fucker. Let me keep it moving, man. I don't want to get sidetracked. They beat him to death. Beat him. Put him in the plane, and had his body already been dead. And y'all bought that shit. Oh, he died in the plane. He was killed before he was even put in the plane, much like they did Prince. But they gave Prince an overdose. Let's just keep it moving. Now, when Otis Reddy got killed, James knew he was killed because they told him, we killed your friend because we knew you black motherfuckers was doing a fucking distribution deal. Why did they let James Brown live? Because he had more talent. And they told him the only way you can survive in this industry right now, because we don't know if we can trust you, we want you as a brother. And a brother means selling his fucking soul. At that moment, James sold his fucking soul. And from then on, he teamed up with who? Who was James Brown's handler? Mr. motherfucking Al Sharpton. You heard me. And when James was laid to rest, who was standing at that coffin with his hands in a motherfucking pyramid? Al motherfucking Sharpton. Do you see how sick this shit is? Sam Cooke was beaten in the head. He wasn't killed by some fucking hooker or manager of a hotel. Why did they kill Sam Cooke? I'm going to get back to the Dame Dash story. Just give me a minute. Why did they kill Sam Cooke? Because Sam Cooke also wanted to own his own rights. He owned his own publishings. He didn't want to fuck with no white man fucking with his music. So the perfect opportunity when he's fucking with hookers, because Sam Cooke had a thing for hookers. They beat him in his head to the white meat, put him on a coat, and put $4,000 in his right pocket. That's a deliberately hit from the Masonic team. You hear me? 2 people knew the truth, the hooker and the manager of the hotel. 6 months to a year later, they killed both them bitches because they knew too much. All right? How do we know his head was busted to the white meat? Ella James knew the man personally. They told Ella, you can't go on the news telling the truth, but you can put it in the book. Hello. This is how they do you, man. Okay? Fast forward. Okay? 21st century. Back to Dame Dash, Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Suge. These niggas gonna do what James Brown and Otis Reddy couldn't do. They want to do their own distribution. Okay. They got caught. How did they get caught? Because Dame really loved Jay. He would have, and I'm gonna tell you something about Dame. Dame is a real street nigga. I will give him that. He's loyal to a street nigga, but the loyalty wasn't loyal to him. You notice Jim Jones and Cameron, all that fake shit. You see, everything's pouring apart, right? Falling apart, right? So Jay sitting there listening to Dame say, hey man, you need to get on board because we getting ready to get this distribution deal. Who all in it? Jay asking questions. Well, what he didn't know, Jay was getting a ticket to go see Denzel and all the rest of the high priest boulets on this private island, drinking 25 to 50K bottles of champagne. Okay? Just check this out. While they're in the meeting with Jay, they want to take Jay to the next level because Jay is given information that gave him that royalty. Now, they wasn't going to give Jay the royalty ticket until Jay said, I need to have a sit down. They said, what's up, Jay? I got some disturbing information. About what? My partner, Dame Dash. That's one reason I want to separate myself from him. Okay, it's okay. Go ahead and talk freely. They planning to do a black distribution deal. Who is they? Dame, Suge, Irv, and Jay Prince, JP. Really? And how long they been at this? They've been at it for a minute. So this explains why they wasn't at this meeting. This explains why they went at that meeting. This explains why they taking so much money. And we told these motherfuckers they can't take over 200 grand out the bank because we need to know what they're doing with that money. Y'all know that, right? They can't just go withdraw millions. They have to get it okay through the Brotherhood. So that's why they give them a black card so they can track everything they do. I just thought I'd throw that on y'all too, right? So they say, okay, well, Jace, your loyalty is much appreciated. We want you to go on this trip with Denzel, because Denzel High Priest Mason, and we want you guys to have a great conversation and let me know what you think when you come back. They deputized Jay-Z at that moment for being truthful with them. That's when Jay-Z was going to a whole nother level because they moved them up in the Brotherhood, the Masonic Lodge, okay? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they found out what these niggas was doing. And this is how it goes down. Now, if you notice, go back. This is when Dame Dash was having fits and shit, going crazy. They weren't communicating with him no more because they're getting ready to cut him off. So to save his ass and so that he can show loyalty, they said, we need a sacrifice. They're individually. We need a sacrifice from Dame. We need a sacrifice from Irv. We need a sacrifice from Jay Prince. And we need one from who? Suge. So Dame was first on the list. The first person he thought about was Aaliyah. And guess who knew that he had this on his mind? That bitch Rachel Roy. Hello. Hold on. This shit gets even more juicy. I'm going to explain this and then I'm going to get out. But I want y'all to have a full understanding how these motherfuckers get down. So after all of that shit is played, right? He thinking, oh man, I love Aaliyah. Can we do this another way? Nigga, you lucky we ain't taking you. And they go, how do you know? How do y'all know all this? We know everything. They didn't give up Jay. They didn't give up Jay's name. But Jay's the one that spilled the beans. See, now Dame didn't want to believe that. Years later, he had to swallow it hard saying he sold me out. Years later, you get that. That's why he can't. We mentioned Jay-Z and he goes crazy. Okay. So here's the thing. He know Aaliyah is going to be taken out. He need a big sacrifice. Not only do he want to take Aaliyah, but he going to take her whole crew. Damn near. That's a huge sacrifice. And the sad part about it, right? Rachel Roy knew he was going to do this sacrifice. When Aaliyah plane went down, deliberately, mind you, everybody on board died, right? But Dame Dash, everybody said, well, Dash had money anyway. We're not saying he was broke, but they was going to take all his assets if he didn't comply. So when Aaliyah started to drift, CEO comes up. You know, and I know y'all gonna say he already had things. He did have things in the making, but he didn't have the financing to do it. So he get all of this shit financed. He had all this shit financed. Something else comes up. See, they ain't done with you when you fuck them. Why did Rachel Roy leave Dame Dash? Because Dame was fucking up again, running his mouth, and they said, we're gonna bring this nigga down again. Give us Rachel Roy. Rachel, someone in the industry told Rachel, this nigga gonna need another sacrifice. She cut ties with him. See, Rachel, y'all don't understand. It's more personal than that. He always looked for an ace in a hole. While he was getting ready to have Aaliyah sacrificed, he had Rachel, who was an intern at the time, sign a fucked up promise contract that he can be lashed on to her down there for life. He make most of his money off Rachel Roy's fashion. Did y'all know that? But it wasn't good enough because he wanted to do another sacrifice because they was taking CEO from him. They was taking all his shit. I know y'all say, well, he still got money. Y'all understand why all this shit is happening, why she left. It was a personal thing. Then he started losing property, such and such and such. He couldn't get her. So that's when he went down under. He said he started traveling because he still was making money off of what? Clothing line. That's how that shit played out. Dame is all fucked up. Every time he talk about Leo, he can't get right. It's real truth. Let's keep it moving. Irv Gotti comes up. They need a sacrifice. He was going to sacrifice Ashanti. Well, Ashanti got wind that that's what he wanted to do. She jumped ship. Boom. He can't get her. Hey, man, I don't know where she at. We don't give a fuck. We want you. I can't give us your brother. No. Because before they do a sacrifice, they just don't go kill him and say, we did it for you. They have to agree up on the sacrifice, just like when they taking their ass, when they having sex in their anal, they have to agree to be fucked in the ass, and they videotape them when they getting fucked in the ass, just like they did Chris Brown. That's the truth, and the rest of them. So he has to agree to take his brother. He said, I ain't taking my brother out. Okay, cool. Go on about your life. They hit him with tax evasion. Remember that, right? He didn't do none of that shit they were saying. That shit was all rigged because he wasn't giving up his brother. He couldn't get Ashanti, so give me your brother. No. So we're going to hit you with tax evasion. Okay? Now just keep it moving because they're not done with Irv. He never popped back and he's still making money. But either down the line he did a sacrifice or something I don't know about. But this is how they fuck with these dudes. Jay Prince comes up. You know what we need. We know what you was trying to do. What you want me to do? We need something. He don't want to give up nobody that's close to him. Real nigga. I can't. Oh, come on, man. Who do you got? Well, at that time, Pimp C was talking out. Pimp C was talking a lot of shit. He told the truth about Russell Simmons. He told the truth about the boy in the Range Rover, which was Mace, sucking dingaling. Okay. What about Mace? Okay. No, not Mace. What about Pimp C? He's all over the news. He's popular. Okay. We'll settle for that for now. We'll settle for that. He has to sign to it. Next thing you know, somebody's coming to Pimp C Hotel, and the people that Pimp C let in, he knew, held him down, gave him an overdose. And they said it was cough syrup, right? Fast forward. Okay. Check it out. They go to Suge. We need a sacrifice. We already know what you niggas is doing. Man, come on. You know, Suge don't want to be muscled, but he see the big boys. He know he can't do shit. I don't have nobody. You got Tupac. Huh? You got Tupac? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Let's get somebody else. No. And before y'all get all emotional, Tupac was fucked in his booty too. You understand what I'm telling you? Look at all the movies Tupac done. Look at all the success. To let us know that they turned Tupac out, he took a picture in the tub with his arms up like a bitch with gold around his dick. That's an indication that they broke him. They had sex with him, man. I know y'all don't want to believe hardcore Tupac. They had sex with him. Oh, I'll tell you another nigga they went in. You see Tretch of Naughty by Nature? He hardcore, right? He too hard, right? They got him too. He been in pictures, and if they made pictures and shit, they Terrence, what's that dude? You know Terrence Howard's a fag. He looks like it. The dude Terrence from 106 in Park. You notice he been getting a lot of movie roles. They turned him out quick. He asked for it. He didn't give a shit what he had to do. He took it in the booty too. All of them. Eric Benet. I know y'all won't believe that. Maxwell. We can just go on and on and on. Let's get back to the story. So let's go back to Suge. Suge say, shit, I don't want to do this. You got into such and such time to do this. Okay. Everybody done. You see how they went down the line? So he's up. But they have a different agenda. Suge a real nigga now. Okay? Suge a real nigga. Now check this out. Suge goes to Pac and say, man, they want you dead. Huh? Yeah, I fucked up. I tried to get on distribution deal, so they're making us pay a price. Everybody done did the sacrifice. Dame sacrificed Aaliyah. They want Irv to sacrifice Shanti. And I don't know if it's going to work because he can't get her. Jay Prince sacrificed Pimp. They want me to get rid of you. Okay, nigga, so what's up? You know, you always talked about this, Pac. What you want to do? I think this is the perfect time to do Machiavelli. That's how Machiavelli came about. Tupac did a real live Machiavelli. I know in my films of not understanding and knowing, I said Pac was killed instantly. No, he wasn't. That was a fake Photoshop that you saw on the table. Pac surrounded himself with people he believed he could trust. One of the bodyguards and a couple of more people. He paid them $1.5 million, if not more, to do a real live Machiavelli. Real truth. They staged all of that shooting. You say they shot. No, they shot the car. Don't get it twisted. But Pac was not on life support. All that shit was staged. And all that is part of Machiavelli. And after, I'm going to tell you why Pac wanted this too. Pac had so many pending cases against him. They wanted to put Pac in prison for the rest of his life, much like the rest of the protesters, all right? And they wanted to shut him up and possibly kill him or give him some type of overdose. Suge, I tell y'all, Suge a real nigga. And if you notice, after that, Suge life wasn't the same. Suge didn't really go up. I don't know if y'all noticed. Suge stayed neutral, but Suge Knight, real nigga. He said, fuck it, let's do it. And seriously, a real Machiavelli. Pac didn't get killed, man. I mean, the dudes who was a part of it on their dying bed saying, we was a part of this Machiavelli. Now, why the elites are so pissed, they're looking for anybody with Shakur name they're trying to lock up. Did y'all know that? That's why they started going after anybody with last name Shakur. They started locking them up because they figured Pac wasn't really dead. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Suge knew truth. So after that, Suge wasn't the same. They kept fucking with Suge. That's why Suge kept being drunk on drugs, because he knew they was going to come after him. They was fucking with him mentally, physically, and emotionally. So the last draw for him to give up Pac, and he didn't, they took all the Suge Knight's masters, and they made a bill so big that he couldn't pay back. Did y'all know that, right? They took everything that he created. Everything he created on death row. Did y'all know that? Now every now and then he still hate Dr. Dre and all that shit. That was a reason for that. Him and Dr. Dre shared the same girlfriend, Miss Chalet. They fucked the same girl. Y'all can see this shit on Lifetime. They shared the same girl. But more than that, Suge know the truth about Dr. Dre, how he's homosexual and all that. And Pac walked in the room with Dre sucking dick and getting fucked in the booty. Well, actually, he was eating coochie, getting fucked in the booty. Right. Tupac first initiative. Let me see. Tupac first initiative with homosexuality when Quincy Jones was at his peak. Quincy Jones told Pac, I want to fuck you. He want to have sex. And Pac said, it ain't going to happen. Right? Y'all probably thought that was the end of Pac. No. They made Pac pay a price because Pac wanted to be in all these movies. Pac still wound up getting fucked in the ass by these Jewish producers. So even though he was fighting it on several songs that Tupac made, he said, I sold my soul to the devil. He said it so many times. He did. Eminem, they did the same thing. Dre done had Eminem. Oh, Lord. They fucked Eminem just like a woman. 50 Cent. Jam Master Jay was a sacrifice for 50 Cent and a couple of more people. He didn't even see it coming. So that's how that whole thing came about, man. 50 Cent also had sex with Soulja Boy. He turned him out. Boned him. These niggas all have mixed agenda. You look at them because they look hard. No, man, they go do their rituals faithfully. They be like, yeah, we got to all go to such and such house Friday. Oh, yeah, that's right. It'd be a bunch of men in there. And let me give y'all this. Ali did not lie. Ali did not lie. When he said, y'all be seeing these brothers with these big booty hoes, Brazilian girls, and I mean, they beautiful, man. Like Trey Songz and Usher have this where they pick up, they bring a girl to the stage and grind on her. And y'all be like, boy, them niggas be fucking everybody. That's a show. Because the person who they really fucking is waiting in the dressing room. Two big burly niggas with 12-inch dinglings. But I'm telling y'all, they don't want coochie. They want the dudes, man. Because once you start having sex with a dude, it takes your masculinity away. So they be with them bad bitches. They give the bad bitches they rent like 3 hotel rooms and put the bitches in the other rooms. And the niggas be in the main room, be like 2 niggas, sometimes 3, but 2 niggas who they get to be like sexing each other. And they be the niggas carrying the bags, walking behind them, protecting them. That's their boyfriends. That shit real, man. Did y'all see the picture of Wale? You think that shit fake? Now, since we talk, I'm going to say this. I can just go on with this shit, man. But I'm just going to cut it short. Now, y'all remember that? Is it bad? What's that girl? God damn it. Y'all put in the channel. What's that chick that made that song called Bad? Is it bad? Never made love. What the fuck? Tina? What's her name? Tina? I know somebody know this hoe. I'm going to give y'all a lowdown on that. What's that girl that made Bad with him? Terry? Is it bad? I don't know the bitch. But I'm just, come on. One of y'all gotta know that girl. No, it wasn't Latoya. It was Tina. That's Tiana. Tom. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. She didn't even need Wale, man. I think she from Philly. I ain't for sure. She didn't even need her, man. Look, she didn't even need dude. Look, she was doing good as an independent artist. She's very talented. Now, is she gay? Because she strike me as a dyke. You know, because that song Bad was talking about, can a nigga get a nut? Girls don't talk like that. Just you got Bad is talking about, you know, a relationship like, you know, I give you good sex, but I'm bad for you. I mean, good. But the song is catchy than a motherfucker. She's talented as fuck, but she didn't need that nigga. She could have just did her own shit and just toured, just did regular nightclubs and made a good living. These niggas wanted to be famous. So Wale heard her shit, brought her in, and she didn't like the way Wale was drifting, so she went with another company. But Wale was telling her, you think you're gonna get away from this shit? Cause she knew Wale had like gay tendency. She didn't kind of like his vibe. She figured he liked ding-a-ling. Now it ain't that she wanted to be with him, but she could tell Wale was kind of fruity. So anyway, she goes to this other record label thinking she can escape this bullshit. Wale letting her know, you know, come on. You might left my production, but you can't escape. If you want to be where I'm at, you're going to get down. She was like, whatever. So she, you know, like I said, we've been telling motherfuckers this forever, and people think it's a joke. Oh, nigga just trying to get some clicks. Okay. So she made an album. It's on iTunes. Look up. And the album really sounded like shit to me. So she made an album, but to take her career to the next level, them bitches come up there telling her to kiss coochie. You know, we gonna go up in you. She going, well, bitch, you gotta go. She left everything behind. Wale told her, just because you left my production don't mean they ain't gonna ask you to do some of this shit. Because Wale was telling her the game, what she gonna have to do to go to the next level. She thought he was crazy. So when she finally got to the next level, they tell her the same thing. She's like, this shit wicked. And she ain't been the same since. Y'all know it's how they do you, right? Justin Timberlake, all of them. It is what it is. I know it's kind of funny to believe who want to screw Rick Ross. Shit, I don't know. But don't think Rick Ross ain't put one of them she-he's ding-a-lings in his mouth, because that's how he get down. Everybody that signed to him, he turned out, man. It's a soul for him. He signed Meek Mills. Don't think Meek Mills ain't been in the bed. Come on. Now y'all think Dre is a player because he's boning J-Lo. Well, J-Lo eat coochie too. She's a carpet muncher. They both like gay sex. So when J-Lo and Drake get together, when they have their little entourage, man, there be dudes there and girls there. They all getting it in. All getting it in. You hear me? Madonna is the freakiest bitch ever. She done fucked everybody. And she loved black entertainers. She didn't even have Big Daddy Kane. Y'all remember Big Daddy Kane? She fucked him. She done fucked Amon, you know, the model. She done fucked everybody. That coochie is loose. Now her son really found out how she get down. He left her alone. He don't want to be no part of her. Because Madonna wicked as fuck. And Donald Trump was pissed off about what Madonna said about him, calling him Adolf Hitler. He's been blocking all her endorsements. Have y'all heard about that? Damn, man. We could just, y'all see how this shit goes, man. You have no idea how deep this rabbit hole goes. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone for that. I don't think I'm going to keep going, because I could be here 3 hours just explaining y'all some of this shit y'all have never even heard of. It's amazing to me, because you look at your sports figures and you figure, well, they don't do it in boxing. Okay, let me give you about boxing. I meant to tell you about if you're up and coming boxer and you're trying to get that lightweight, middleweight deal, you might want to stop. You know, I know you want to get the bread. I know you want to get your money. I think you might need to stop. You might want to be a coach or something, because, man, don't think that Floyd ain't been sucking ding-a-ling and taking ding-a-ling in the booty. He has. Okay? Adrian Broner, come on, stop. All of them. All these niggas get down like that. They act like they hard. They ain't. They don't fuck with. See, y'all be seeing them women, and they be some bad bitches. Floyd have over his house. I said this yesterday, and you be saying, "Oh, damn them! Them some big booty hoes, right? They don't want none of that fish. Them niggas don't want nothing but Wendy's beef. That's all they want. And by the way, Wendy Williams ain't none but a transgender. That big feet bitch. I'm telling you what, that bitch ain't none but a man. Okay. Also, Method Man been dug out. Oh Lord, can we keep going? Shit. Listen, if you want to be a top star in MMA, you got to get dug out. They got it all on lock, man. Hold up, let me give y'all another one. Let's talk about I can't keep going. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm giving them too much money. I'm giving y'all too much. One more shit. I'm gonna give y'all one more. New edition. We might as well talk about it. Lord mercy. Yeah, Method Man was dug out. I've been knowing that shit. Matter of fact, Method Man and Roz of Wu-Tang, Old Dirty Bastard was a sacrifice for them. But Roz, Riz, and Faster direct the movies. They sacrificed Old Dirty Bastard, man. I think Old Dirty Bastard was Roz's cousin. But in the book of Vixen, Superhead, she talk about Mr. Papa. Mr. Papa is Method Man. Nigga switch hitter. So anyway, let's keep. And it's sad that the kids are grown now and they be hearing this shit. We ain't talking about your pops to dog them out, man. We don't have nothing against your fam, but your fam, your dad is a switch hitter. You need to know the truth. So let's just keep popping. What else gonna say? New edition. Okay. Lord mercy. I mean, okay. Let me end. I'm gonna say this and end it. Okay. To get a star on the Walk of Fame, y'all know you can't get that shit for easy, right? But let me just explain. Y'all remember Drew Hill, right? Everybody in Drew Hill didn't sell their soul. There was one particular guy that did the production of Drew Hill that did sell his soul. However, Cisco had a promising career and did make a lot of success. Cisco did take Dingaling in the booty. Okay? Just telling you straight, but he didn't go to the next length. I just think he liked dudes anyway. So anyway, let's go back to New Edition. Now, New Edition was sodomized as they was coming up, just like Another Bad Creation, B2K, all the rest of them. Now, the only person that sold their soul was Michael Bivins. Okay? He's the go-to guy. He sold his soul. But the rest of them, to keep their name, they Johnny Gill, Ralph, Ricky, what's that tall boy? Donnie, whatever, I forgot his name, but the tall, light-skinned one. He had sex. Yeah, they dug him out too. But they was all sodomized when they were little. And as they get bigger, they have to do it again. It don't stop. Okay? Ronnie, that's his name. And it's one reason why Ronnie never wanted to have kids, because he didn't want to give his kids up as a sacrifice. The biggest one of them all that became huge was Bobby Brown. Because Bobby Brown gave up Whitney and Bobby Christina. Ain't that fucked up? He gave them up. He gave them both up. And to replace Bobby Christina so he wouldn't feel sad, he started having kids. He had a lot of kids to begin with, but he started having more kids. Now, his son is a grown now. His son have two eyes of his own, whether he want to believe it or not. I tell grown adults, we never bring kids into the equation because the kids are innocent. But if you have that bloodline, if your dad sold his soul, you're going to get a backlash from it. The only way that you can cleanse yourself, you have to bear truth. And that means taking your fortune, then let it be. You need to think that because you born into it, you ain't got nothing to do with it. That's what white Caucasian men and women say. Well, we had nothing to do with slavery. We was born. But you the bloodline. You still receiving privilege and getting old slave money. You got to get it back. So if the childhood stars of these people, you got to pay the piper, man. The bloodline is destroyed. You know, you got to do what B.O.B. doing. You got to start telling the truth. Now, it doesn't give you a pass because you say, like Zoe, the daughter of Lenny Kravitz, she can't say, well, my daddy sold his soul, I ain't got to do it. Yeah, but because you're reaping the rewards. How you think you're getting movie stardom? And then sooner or later, she has to sell her soul. That's the way it go. Yash, Ben was said, did P. Diddy have sex with B.I.G.? No, but B.I.G. had to do some gay shit. Puff Daddy been gay a long time, man. The first person that turned P. Diddy out was, I believe, him and Andre Hall. And he started mixing. Well, Lee Daniels had all the black men in Hollywood, just about. Y'all know who Lee Daniels is, right? Of Empire. He done had them all. He done had Terrence Howard. He done had Chris Rock. He done had Lenny Kravitz. P. Diddy. This motherfucker done had the who's who. He got to have a lot of brown cow on his dingaling. This man that had it all. Well, Queen Latifah also, she initiate women too. You know, see, I don't really bring a lot of women into it, but all of that shit. Teddy Riley of Guy, he got turned out. He got turned out big time. Aaron Hall, same thing. They all was a part of it, man. The only people that really, the one hit wonders didn't do it. Donna Summer got turned. We going back old school. Donna Summer, Donna Ross, Barry White sold his soul. Good Lord, the OJs. I still believe the OJ's daddy had so much debt that he had to sacrifice Gerald Levert and his son Sean, and he ain't been the same since. David Bowie, it's no Freddie Mercury of Queen. I mean, goddamn. I mean, you can name anybody, and I'll probably give you a story on them. A lot of old Jimi Hendrix did not sell his soul. Jimi Hendrix kept signing contract after contract. He refused to sell his soul, so they held him down. They put a what you call like a China cap, like one of those Lord, I forgot the name of it, but you know those mausoleums, those things you put that you drain shit in. I call it China cap, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They put one of those things down his esophagus and drowned his esophagus and made him choke, and he died of alcohol poisoning. Half the music industry was created by black Negroes, and they just mimic everything we did and took our sound. Hip hop is only made to destroy the minds of the youth. I agree with Brother Ali. Hip hop is nothing but crack now. When crack came out, it fucked up everybody. It dumbfounded and downed the nation. Hip hop is to destroy the minds of the youth, of black and white, because now white folks love hip hop more than us. Hip hop is just poison right now. If it's not saying anything, then it's just the same shit. So now that's why you see you know that little white bitch, Catch Me Outside. She a star now. I mean, just look how, and they do the same beat they did for Me, Greens, Me, Banana. They use the same beat, Catch Me Outside. God damn, anybody can be a star. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said something about, hold on, I wanted to see this. So that's that whole New Edition shit. They all been dug out, man. Yeah, Johnny Gill had sex with Sugar Ray Leonard. They was sex buddies for a while, and Eddie Murphy. Y'all don't leave Eddie Murphy out. Eddie Murphy prefer a man. He prefer a dick over coochie anytime. They all do that. They all start off with women. Then they get burnt out. Then they just want number dingaling. Kurt Cobain. That's what I want to see. Yeah, Kurt Cobain was definitely a sacrifice for that wicked ass blonde bitch that he married. Now hold up. I did a story. God damn, did I do a story on that? Y'all be missing some good shit because everything y'all putting in the chat room, I did a whole film on it. I ain't putting that shit on YouTube. Fuck them. Right? So here's the thing. Kurt Cobain was a sacrifice not only for that wicked ass, I forget her name, the blonde he married, and then she went on and did movies and shit. He also was a sacrifice for his drummer, the dude that's the leader of Foo Fighters. Does a sacrifice for him too. Kurt did not kill himself. Kurt was not down with no Illuminati. He didn't want to be a part of none of that shit. So they decided to sacrifice him. And then both of them came up. You noticed that, right? And the letter that they said Kurt written before he died, the investigation of literature did an analysis on signatures, and they see that it was not the original handwriting of Kurt Cobain. It indeed matches his wife. I forgot her fucking name, but y'all know the blonde. It matches her writing. She forged a letter. Courtney Love, that's that bitch. She forged his signature and made a letter like he wrote. He never write a letter. She sacrificed him. And she came up, and the drummer from Foo Fighter came up because he always wanted to be lead singer anyway. You get what I mean? So that's why they say all the greats are dead. All the greats have been sacrificed. All the one-hit wonders said, we didn't want that shit. You remember the Shy Lights, Ooh Cha? They didn't want that shit like that. They just wanted to make music, man. Shaka Khan sold her soul too. That's why when she was speaking out on Whitney Houston, they had to pop her a little bit, you know. Good Lord, man. Y'all remember the rock group called Led Zeppelin? They worship Satan on the regular. When Aleister Crowley, you know, died, they moved in his house. They embraced him so much. It's good Lord. It's just on and on and on and on. You see that? And I think I done said enough. We could just go forever because some of the shit y'all never heard of, what they have done. And I get tired of people saying, well, if they're in the industry, I mean, if they're not in the music industry, what they're sport figures, man, if they famous, they done did some shit to get to where they at. You can't have a household name, an endorsement deal, not to be where they at. Now, they going after a lot of these niggas on YouTube now. That's why I said you got to be careful. If you like Chris Jones, he got a great clothing line called Pump Chasers. They want him. He don't understand this right now because he's overjoyed that Floyd said hi to him or whatever. Man, that's bullshit. Floyd know you. They'll send Floyd to you because Floyd want to sacrifice. You sacrifice your ass, man. You know, these niggas are Hollywood struck. And as long as he keep doing his shit independent, he gonna be good. But he's too starstruck. If anybody he look up to come to him, a sports figure, he gonna give in. That's how they get you. He making decent money, but they'll say, we got a $6 million check with your name on it. We just want you to come to the party. You see? And that's the beginning. If you accept the invitation and once you can accept what they doing in that room and you don't have no problem with it, you own. You own. But you don't want to be famous, people. You just want to make a living and take care of your babies. Okay? I'm just saying you got to understand how they do this shit. There's no escaping fame. Fame comes at a price, man. I just want y'all to understand that. But here's how they do it. Let's say they want Chris Jones to be a part of the Brotherhood. And Chris said, hell no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. They'll bring one of them girls he working with and put him in the club. Like he got a private gym, right? Not too much private, but just he only let enough people come by. Man, they'll have it where she files sexual harassment charges. Check it out. When you open up yourself the way Chris do to the public, it's a matter of time for somebody to bring him down because you're too open. You can't be that. When you making money, like Chris making good money, he has a great name. He got a good clothing store, Pump Chasers. And I say this because I care about the brother because Chris came from the dirt. He changed his body style. He came from nothing. And when you come from nothing, you appreciate people like that. Because I know what it's like to have shit and eating rice and fucking sugar water. Man, I come from that. I know what that shit's like. But I ain't that fucking fucked up to open myself to the world. Because everybody that's skinning and grinning, wearing your clothes, they don't love you, man. They don't fucking love you. So if you that accessible and easy to get to, all they got to do is, hey, man, I'll give you $100,000. What you want me to do? Plant this on this nigga. They take you down. Say you saw this nigga having sex with this minor. I mean, anything. They build a case. Cops don't have to make a case. They can build a case. And I'm telling you, if you got your life open to that many motherfuckers, it's a matter of time before somebody bring you down. If it's either sexual harassment, rape, or some gay motherfucker say you bash them, they're going to bring you down. So what I'm trying to tell you, you see motherfuckers that own their logos and trademarks all the time. Have you saw the CEO of Reebok welcoming motherfuckers to a gym? Have you saw the owners of fucking Adidas welcome motherfuckers to the gym? Do you see the owners of Under Armour welcoming motherfuckers to the gym to meet me? What I'm trying to tell you, niggas are fame struck and they love popularity. You can have a private gym and you can have a certain amount of guests to come to your gym. But when you that accessible and let motherfuckers come to you whenever they want to and pop up and shake, man, you an idiot. I'm telling you straight from the hip. Niggas can take whatever they want personal because niggas ain't giving me shit nowhere. I'm talking all of these niggas on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you game, homie. And I ain't saying it out of jealousy because I could care less what a nigga make. I don't talk out of a man's pocket. I make my living and I take care of my family. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man. I'm head of the house and I'm running my shit. So whatever you taking is personal, I don't give a shit. I'm going to speak truth and tell you what's going to happen if you don't change your fucking ways because they looking at you. They see you. Anybody on YouTube that got a name and they rising and they rising, they want you, man. You can't open up your door to every motherfucker and think they cool because they wear your fucking garments. That's bullshit. You understand? So I'm telling you, I've been saying this shit you can't be easy, accessible. The only thing I like about what the Hodge twins did, they made a private fucking gym. But, you know me, I'm like the news reporters, but they headed for a road of destruction. They headed for a road of destruction because they don't see what they agreed to. And I believe they agreed to the oath. And I believe they agreed to some other shit. They don't see what's getting ready to happen. They're already too far gone. So, you know, as I don't say nothing else about them brothers. They already took the bait. So it is what it is with them. Chris Jones has a chance. But if he keep continuing to be, he wants to be, you know, this world renowned, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. Anybody that's on YouTube that has a name and you that accessible to let people come to your house, eat with them, invite them over, meet them, I'm telling you, you are setting yourself up for death, humiliation, and they're going to take all your funds. If it's not some gay nigga saying gay bashing, if not some woman saying you tried to rape her, it's going to be some motherfucker to beat your ass and take what they think is theirs because evil is prominent. Evil is on the rise. Nobody's going to protect you like you can protect you. If I know that I am the castle of my kingdom, I'm going to get somebody else to run my shit because I don't need to be seen. Right now, if an executive producer came to Walmart along with his photographer and executive editor, you wouldn't even know what they look like because they never published themselves, right? And they richer than blue buttered margarine. Okay? That's what I'm just trying to tell you. When a nigga want to be known for his riches, he's a fool. Only a dumb man wants to be known he got money. And I'm going to tell you why people who are single do the stupidest shit. You don't have family, you know, if you don't have kids and you don't have a wife, you don't think. You just think your shit don't stink. I'm cool. I'm chilling. We popping bottles. Chris Jones, you're a good dude, but you fit that rim. You don't have no family. You don't have no kids. You don't have no wife. And you just believe I'm gonna just keep coming up. Brother, you headed for a fucked up place because niggas that's hanging with you don't really like you. I just thought I'd tell you the truth. I can't be a dude that's faking. And the road is going to be grim if you don't change the way you interact with the public. Because they don't like you think. They want to cause harm. Truth. You got to tell it like it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. When you start knowing people like Cali Muscle, all that shit, man, these niggas do anything to be. Cali Muscle have said he'll sell his soul for $1 million. You guys just keep watching YouTube in the months to come. Half these dudes are gonna lose their fortune, and a lot of them gonna wind up committing suicide. Because they don't want no black man, especially a black man, to keep all that wealth and think you're going to keep rising and staying popular. They sending people after you as we speak, and they already there, and you thinking they cool, and they not cool. They there to fuck you up. Financially, mentally, spiritually. If you don't have a family, man, you ain't living. Living ain't just about making money. Living is taking care of somebody, giving back. Just having money and having motherfuckers call your name, that's a fool's paradise. These niggas on YouTube are gullible, man. That's why Hollywood gonna fuck them up. They ain't gonna even see it coming. And when they take your fortune, you may kill yourself. But it's your own fault. You can't tell me Fousey 2 don't look like suicidal. He ain't happy at all, taking all them dicks in the booty. I'll talk to y'all real soon, man. Thank y'all so much for 7 stage support. If you're not a member, go ahead. I keep the cost extremely low. For everybody that's just tuning in and just being a member, I thank y'all so much, man. Just know that shit is happening fast, but you still got to keep your head up and you still got to do this shit to the end. Somebody asked early on about that winter. I'm burning these hoodies out. I got some Hebrew sweaters coming. I hope y'all support it. Hoping you like it. I'm going to keep doing what I do to the end. I told y'all, when will I stop doing this? When they cut the internet off. When the internet says postpone, y'all know y'all's gone. But until they cut the internet off, y'all, you don't just stop out of fear. The righteous don't fear. It's the motherfuckers that's in the world should be fearing. The Most High has told us the righteous should rejoice. The worldly people should be saddened. I just thought I'd put that in y'all ear. Talk to y'all tomorrow, man. Let me just give y'all a glimpse of what's... I thought I had it down here. Yeah, tomorrow's show... Man, I just blinked it. I'm sorry. Blink that. Yeah, tomorrow's show is going to be called Pointing the Finger. And that's going to be a good show because people hate for you to do something that they can't do, and they easily to point the finger at you, and they always want something for nothing. So I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow, man, and y'all be good. Love y'all very much. One love, one love.